I've done olive oil before. I think I would probably just spray it. I don't know. Maybe I would have thought to put oil in it.
It needs to be wet.
I think I may have thought to put oil in it, but only after I put the chicken in there and it all stuck to the pan. You go, crap! Put some of that in there.
Yeah, you need like a good layer of wetness.
All right, go.
Hi. I hang out with this guy.
What?
Take it off.
I need him to see.
Not that. Oh, God. Hey, everybody. Hey, what's going on? I'm here again. I'm here because... Did you call him Brian? He is working. He is essential personnel. He's very essential right now and is working like 20-hour days or something like that. So he does not have time to be wasting on this. He's ridiculous. Are you done now?
I'm listening to your story.
Oh, okay.
What's your story?
You said to say hi for 30 seconds. I did.
All right, next. Do I have to, say next every time you need to talk about the next thing?
I don't know what you want me to talk about next.
What'd you do today? How was your life?
Well, I'm staying home right now. Got laid off last Friday. Been not productive. It's been nice. Sporting the proper attire of somebody laid off. I've been wearing my pajama pants. Walked around the park every day but today because it was really cold. And I'm playing Stardew Valley with my daughter. Starting a YouTube channel. We talked about it the last time. I've got the time. I'm doing it. Just finished, or I'm uploading my first video as we speak. It's uploading upstairs. It's about green chili. You should watch it.
Where's your mask?
I don't believe in masks. I think you're a moron.
I should have done a stupid Bane joke or something.
That's all right.
So,
thank you for sparing us that.
This is my body guy respirator that I wear when I'm doing body work. So I wear this at work. This is not like something that I bought for this, but why can I not? Because the camera's backwards now.
Yeah.
With every program, it is a different way. So, yeah. So Laura got laid off. Mm-hmm. Did we talk about that last time? Oh, you don't know because you didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it.
See, I can say anything I want about her because she'll never know. So she's been staying home this whole week and doing...
Not a lot. And it's been fabulous. I took a nap 3 days this week. 3.
You took a 3-day nap?
About. I finally feel rested. It's kind of awesome. So, yeah. I've got the kids at home and that's a lot. 13-year-old and a 4-year-old, and you would think them being 8 years apart they wouldn't argue the way they argue, but holy crap. Trying to be productive with him, trying to take him to go outside for a walk, do something. The one day he didn't want to, I tried kids yoga. That lasted about 8 minutes. We've got a workbook. He just finished his letters workbook. Gwen starts virtual school next week, so we'll see how that goes.
Virtual school? What's that all about?
So every Monday by 2 p.m., teachers posting assignments, and they do them and submit them, I guess, and it's pass-fail this quarter. There's no grades.
Whoa.
So it's do the assignments, and you pass.
Oh, okay.
You don't do them, you fail.
So...
I mean, even her orchestra class is going to have homework.
I thought it was going to be more like...
like some sort of
I guess I was...
video calls or whatever.
Yeah, imagining like a video call, and the teacher's writing stuff on the chalkboard.
I feel like other school districts are doing more like that. This one, not so much. It's just Monday, do these assignments by the end of the week kind of deal, I think.
Is there any instruction on how to do them?
Math teacher said that she was posting tutorials because math is a little bit more difficult. I mean, language arts, I don't know what they're going to do with language arts. They're not giving us any books or anything she's supposed to be reading. Before, she was reading books and writing essays and doing comprehension things. I don't know what they're going to do. We'll see on Monday, I guess. 2 of the teachers didn't email me yet, so... Yeah. Like science. I mean, how do you science at home?
Well, you could, normally when you could go to the store and get some stuff to make a science project or whatever you need.
I don't know.
But
it might just be like reading articles and answering questions. I mean, really.
But now you can't, like, oh, we need this stuff to make a volcano, but we can't go get it.
I have the stuff to make a volcano.
We should do that tomorrow.
I don't feel like I need to waste my baking soda like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I mean, stuff is a hot commodity. If you want to see how to use some of your pantry items that you may have hoarded, I have a fabulous one that I made for dinner last night, and I did record that one, and I chopped it up, but I need to do my voiceover. And that'll go up.
So we've been working on our first video. So new
for like 4 days.
new cooking channel. The link to it will be where every link is. So I don't need to tell you. But we just finished rendering it. It's uploading right now as we speak. But we've been putting it together, seeing how she wants to do it, finding music, making an intro and an outro.
Finding music took me like a solid hour.
Yeah, that's...
It's like, oh my god.
I have a problem with that because I got that playlist with like 90 songs.
And I started listening to your playlist, and I got like 8 through, and I'm like, this is not at all what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it takes too long. You got to listen to like the beginning, how it starts, and then most of them are going to be like do 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 blah, 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 and then
yeah, and it was once we got to that part, I'm like, you're not. This is just a chill. We're at home. We're cooking. I want you to be able to hear what I'm saying. This is not working out.
You could have used Render Prism probably.
Anyway, I found a nice one.
So we found. My eyeballs are really dry.
So are mine. Mine's like all red on the one side.
So we found the music. It took us like 2 days to make the intro and outro because.
Oh my god.
Just to find it sucks. Find a good template to start with, and then to get everything to do what you want it to do and figure out what you actually want. And then you got to render it out on their website, and then you got to go to another website to convert it into an MP4 to even get it into the editing program. Oh my god. So
yeah, pretty much I was just like, I like this one, make it do this, and he did that. So thank you.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. The link to that's always in the description of all my videos. This one too, yeah. Panzoid.com. It's free. It's hard to use because you have to think in a 3D space, in a box, and there's depth to it. Mm-hmm. And there's yeah. So after you start screwing around with it, you get a feel for how it works. But it still took me like 10 times rendering that one out just to see if I had it right. And then there was something else that wasn't right.
Oh my god. It's like the first time, it's like all I wanted it to do was have the letters spin. And then he renders it the first time and it's doing all this other crap. We're like...
Oh, the whole background
god.
is like going to the music and twisting and stuff. But you can't see it in the preview.
Yeah. I was like... Again, this is not... I'm not doing anything crazy here. I want something kind of simple and chill. So that's not what I was looking for.
Anyway, so we did that. It's uploading now. It's probably done. So we're going to try to have that come out Sunday, which if you're watching this Wednesday, will be last Sunday. Mm-hmm. What day is that?
29.
Wednesday is here. It will be March 29th. Mm-hmm. Assuming Laura gets her thumbnail made and all the tags and description and all the links to everything and the title. And
if you think I'm going to spend as much time on this as you do, you are sadly mistaken.
I just do the essential stuff.
Okay. And you spend like 30 minutes on a thumbnail.
Yeah, it depends on what it is. Like, to do the thumbnails for this takes a long time because I got to figure out. I just got to like put something together in my head and say, okay, we talked about this, put this as the main picture, put these things in somewhere. Then I got to go through the video and find a funny picture of my face. Oops, we're backwards now. In his face. To put here in the thumbnails. It just takes a long time to get all that stuff together. But for like a video game, usually there's something that I remember that looked cool and I can go and find it fairly quickly. And
I suppose mine will be easy. It'll just be a picture of what I made.
Do you have that for this one though?
At the very end when I'm going, I have cilantro on my thumb.
You kind of need a presentation of what you made, like, and then at least a picture, like, I made this. I kind of
thought about that afterwards.
We already ate it.
There's a little bit left. Dude, green chili fries for lunch tomorrow is happening.
So, we got to say that the green chili is good. It's really good on baked potatoes.
I love it on baked potatoes.
Definitely on fries.
Oh my God.
And you can just kind of eat it like soup, too.
I more eat it like dip before I'm going to eat it like soup.
Yeah, I suppose. Chip dip. Mm-hmm. So, go to that. I'm backwards. I can't do it. I spent so long figuring out, like when you put on the glasses that flip your vision upside down, that in like a week or something, your brain will figure it out and flip it back over. Mm-hmm. I'm so used to this being this way.
It's just like a mirror.
I know, but it's...
You gotta think about how you put on your eyeliner.
I'm backwards, though.
That's how it is.
See, like, my letters are the correct way. Usually they're backwards. Anyway, what were we saying? Oh, yeah. So watch the video. It's only 9 minutes. Go in the description. We'll have links in there to... actually, we'll have the recipe.
I just put the ingredients. If you watch what I'm doing... Yeah, the recipe.
We'll have the ingredients. We'll have a link to her Etsy page if you want to buy homemade soap. You can buy homemade soap.
I have to make some.
It's all square because you cut it. Mm-hmm. It's not like a pretty round bar of Dove or something.
No, it's square, but I pour it in molds, so it does have a really cool thing going on.
How much is it?
I think they're $5.
$5 a bar. Can make them however. Oatmeal. Remember the oatmeal one.
I have vanilla honey oatmeal and lavender vanilla, I believe, is what I have made right now. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so if you want them, go there, buy it. I think I'll probably also put a link to my Patreon, unless you want to do that too, make a Patreon. Put a link to my Patreon if you're interested. I don't know what we could do for an incentive, but
I could send you a free chapstick.
You could get a free chapstick.
I make my own chapstick too.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll figure something out. If you want to go there, you can get access to my Arc server if anybody cares about that. You can play Arc with us. That's on there right now for $5.
Just help the unemployed.
Well, yeah, really. If you want to see more cooking, we need the money so that she can buy stuff to cook with, or else we can't make videos. I also bought 2 wine kits today so that we got something to do, because the wine... Sorry, remember what you're thinking about. Mm-hmm. The wine comes in a kit with juice and yeast and whatever additives you need. You put it in the fermenter, you put the yeast in, and you leave it. Like, that's all you do.
Yeah.
And then to make beer, it takes
an entire day.
It was, by the time we'd get everything out, get it set up, get the water heated, get it brewed, get everything cleaned up. It was a good 8-hour day to brew beer.
And there's no way we could possibly do that with our insane 4-year-old. He is so okay.
He'd pull the pot off the stove and kill himself.
Burn the crap out of himself. Interesting story. So all of a sudden yesterday he goes, my tooth hurts. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. You complain all the time. Be like, oh, my side hurts. Oh, I have this dot. I need a Band-Aid, you know how kids are.
Blood.
Like freaking out. And this one, he wasn't even that serious. It's like, yeah, my tooth hurts. And I'm like, whatever. So finally, that was yesterday morning. He's eating an apple. And then at night, he's like, takes 2 seconds to brush his teeth. I'm like, I don't think so. So I'm going in there and I'm getting it. And he's like, ugh! Like, he freaked out. I was like, what? He's like, my tooth hurts. And I'm like, let me see. So, your top 2 teeth, the one right next to it, like, he chipped looks like the top layer of enamel off the corner.
It's like thinner. Like he chipped it off and there's a thinner tooth inside. Is what it kind of looks like.
Yeah. I'm like, ugh.
Like right off the corner. Or it's like this one.
Yeah, on the inside corner. Just like a whole layer. I'm like, oh. So I called the dentist. I wasn't even sure if they were going to be open. They are taking emergency only appointments on Mondays and Fridays.
That probably counts as emergency, I suppose.
Well, she said, she's just like, how is he in any pain? And I'm like, he's complained twice. I don't even know when he did this. The best we can come up with was last weekend when he took him to the park and he biffed it on a slide, he slammed his face onto it.
Here, I'll put a short clip right here.
I can't. I don't like it. I can't even watch it. He was putting it on repeat yesterday. I'm like,
He wanted to watch it. He wanted to watch himself hit himself in the face.
So that's the best we can figure is that event. And he hasn't said anything till today. And today's Friday.
It hit hard right here. I could see him hitting teeth or something.
Something clacking teeth together. I don't know. Ugh.
And he
teeth kind of gross me out.
That was that was 2 weekends ago.
Was it 2 weekends ago?
Me and him went when you went to brunch or something.
Yeah, when I went to brunch. That was when restaurants were still open. It's been a minute.
So when you see this, it'll be 3 weekends ago. And he just said it. Well, sorry. So it's 2 weekends ago to us right now. And he just said it Wednesday. And today's Friday for us.
Thursday. It was Thursday. It was yesterday. So I was like, oh my God. And so she's like, is he in pain? I'm like, not really. The only time he said anything is when he took a bite out of an apple and when I brushed his teeth. It's like, all right, we'll put you in Monday. Like,
what are they going to do?
I don't know. Either...
Oh, yeah, it's baby teeth.
Yeah, I was going to say, they could paint some sort of sealant on there maybe, or else they can just pull it. I don't know. It's not my job.
It's a baby tooth. I was thinking it wasn't a baby tooth.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have any adult teeth yet.
See, I'm still getting radon poisoning down here. I don't even know what kind of teeth my kid has.
So, I don't know.
Well, I'm still going to work.
Yeah, you're essential personnel. I was told I was essential personnel. I don't know. We have, in my corporation, I won't say which one it is, there are 1,500 child cares across the country, and they kept 400 open. Closest to hospitals is what they said. But, I mean, really, I do understand because, so we have 130 kids in my school. So, Monday, this was not this week, but the week before, things weren't really going too crazy yet. We hadn't even hit 100 cases. I don't even know that we had hit 50 at that point, and they hadn't shut down restaurants or anything yet. So it's we had most of our kids Monday, and we went down 30 kids every day. By Thursday and Friday, we had 35 kids in the building. So I can totally understand why they're yeah, that's not cost efficient, even a little bit. So
how many did you start with?
130. We
had 30.
Yeah, 35.
So you lost 100 kids in a week.
Yeah, well, from Monday to Thursday, and. And I mean, by Tuesday, because I'm an infant teacher, we have 2 infant rooms, each with 10 infants, so we have 20 infants. By Friday, I had 1. So, even by Tuesday, we had 10 infants. So I'm just shut my room down. I was assistant director for a long time. I know how to do everything. Just put me somewhere else. I wanted to be in the cook, which was kind of cool. And then Yeah, they're like, okay, we're only keeping 4 schools in the area open, the ones that are closest to hospitals. Even though we were like, even with our 35 kids, we had more kids than some, like we had higher kids than most of the other schools. Most of the other schools had less than that. So they're like, all right, one's closest to hospitals. And they're like, and here's a packet. You can file for unemployment. You're still an employee. You can still have benefits. However, you still have to pay us what usually comes out of your paycheck. Lame sauce. And that's it.
So she's been home with the kids for 1 full week now.
And I have to say, son's driving me crazy today. We gotten into it pretty hard over nap time. Like, we fought for like an hour for him to take a nap.
So when you're gone and he's here with me, he's perfect.
That's what my mother says too. Why is he bad for me?
Because you let him get away with stuff.
My mom lets him get away with way more than I do.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know what it is. I think it's because I'm mom.
I don't let him get away with stuff.
You do and you don't. I don't know.
I let him get away with funny, goofing around stuff.
I suppose. I don't know. I think it's just a mom thing. I am mom. Therefore, I have to. You're a mom. I give you crap. Fine. But I've been trying to be. I mean, the days I take him for walks and stuff, it's better. But today, like I said, it was cold. It snowed. So that didn't happen.
Yeah, it's snowing. There's like an inch of snow on the cars already.
Is it really? Ugh. I haven't looked out the window.
And
yesterday it was like 65. It was awesome.
It's hot.
It was beautiful. I loved it. I made Gwen come for a walk. She's like, I'll teenage angst. I can't leave my bed. Don't make me go out into the world. I'm like, oh my God. she's like loving this, man. I think she'll even like doing the schoolwork from home.
Oh, sorry.
She'll just be like, don't make me re-enter society.
All right, so remember 2 things that I'm going to forget. KiwiCo, and the other one I forgot already.
Well, may as well go with KiwiCo.
No, remember those because I'm going to talk about something else first.
Okay.
What's the other one?
I was going to say something else earlier, too, and I don't remember. Oh, I remember now.
No, I remember. I'll forget what I'm trying to
go.
remember. All right, so I'm still working. All right, so today's Friday. So the Denver shut down Monday? Is that
Tuesday at 8 a.m.
Denver shut down Tuesday at 8 a.m.
Colorado shut down.
Whoa. You're going too fast for my brain. So that happened Tuesday. And then later that day, I'm working. And actually, I went over to my toolbox and I saw the body guy. So there's 4 of us working in the shop and there's a manager. So the body guy was like, he coming out, he got his coat and he grabbed his lunchbox and then he walked past me and he left. So the other guy's like, did you hear what happened? I'm like, no, I've been freaking painting a car. I painted a 69 GTO Tuesday. So he told me, I heard like a couple different stories from a couple different people, but basically his son was around a guy who was sick the week before this happened, and then that guy died, the sick guy. And I don't know if they tested him or they just figured or whatever, but they think he had corona. So the guy's son had to be like quarantine himself for 7 days. And then Tuesdays when we found out the guy died. So, and that the body guy had been with his son the whole weekend. So they told him to go home for 7 days on Tuesday. So I guess he'll be back Tuesday. He's been calling every day telling us if he's sick or not, and he's not sick, and his son's not sick. But like I sat next to him in the lunchroom, kind of. He drove a couple cars, so we had to spray the cars down.
With like what, Lysol?
Lysol. The manager went around and sprayed all the cars down that he was touching, and then I had to move one that he just moved. He sprayed that one down too.
You're like,
yeah. But I mean, he's not getting sick. They're gonna let him come back Tuesday, I guess, because
All right. If he has no symptoms and
we're
his son
not-
doesn't have any.
we're not getting paid. Like if we want to stay home, we're not gonna lose our jobs, but we're also not gonna get paid. So we're gonna use our paid time off. I only have 18 hours. So that's enough for 2 days, a couple hours. So that's what's going on. It's just been like the longest week ever because like
That's how I felt about last week.
there's no traffic, but idiots still drive 10 miles an hour under the speed limit and take up all the lanes. But I am getting to work in like a half an hour instead of almost an hour. I'm driving Laura's car now because she doesn't need it.
Gas is like free.
So it's just like we come to work, we kind of like walk around each other like don't touch, don't breathe me. The manager wipes stuff down like twice a day, all the common surfaces. But there's only 3 of us in the shop, so like we don't see each other very much. I work by myself 95% of the day.
You're doing a good job social distancing.
We're like across the shop and door closed.
Right. No, I think you're fine.
And I just been painting cars. And we're gonna stay open either until there's a law that says like until there's something legal that says we have to be closed, or until someone comes in sick. Then our shop and the other shop both shut down. And they said that would most likely mean that the company goes out of business until they just passed that
Stimulus
thing this morning, but it has to go through something and then Trump has to sign it still.
has to go through the Senate, which it was supposed to go through today, and I didn't look to see if it did. And Trump said as soon as it gets on his desk, he'll sign it. So they were thinking it was going to get pushed through today. I don't know if it did.
It had to go through the second thing still, I think.
The Senate. The House is the one that wrote it.
Yeah, so then what was it?
Suppose I can look.
Then like Thursday, they
Thursday
stay
morning.
at home order for all of Colorado. And I'm like, all right, well, good luck with that. I'll be going to work. So I'm going to keep doing it.
Yep, Trump signs the stimulus bill after House approves. Oh, sorry, the Senate wrote it. The House had to approve. Had it backwards.
So it's signed.
It's already a thing.
And before that happened, they told us that our business would probably close if that happened. But now that it happened, if we do have to close, maybe I'll have a job to go back to.
That should be nice.
But I think we would only close for like a week, 2 weeks.
That's what they told. So what they told us at my job before is if one person came in with it, they'd close for 3 days and have the whole building deep cleansed. If 2 people did in a month, they would do another 3 days. If 3 people did within a month, then it'd be 2 weeks. I'm like, really?
Whoa.
That doesn't seem that cool.
Well, it also doesn't seem cool that the airplanes are still flying around
Yeah,
here.
I know. My mom works for an airline, and she's severely annoyed.
Even though I need an airplane in a couple, 3 weeks.
I know. It still just makes sense to shut it down for a couple weeks.
As soon as we land, they can shut it down. Now, the place that has my car is still open, so they're working on it. They're just waiting on like the last part to get there, which should be next week. So, I mean, in a couple of weeks, my car may be done. Because, I mean, if they get the stuff, even call it the end of the week next week, I mean, it's not going to take them a week to put an engine in. It's going to take them more like a day or 2.
That seems efficient. I don't know.
Well, they get paid flat rate. So if the book says it takes you 10 hours to put this engine in, if you do it in 5 hours, you still get paid 10 hours. And you can start your next job and do it faster than the book time. So theoretically, you can make like 80 to 100 hours in a week. Flag time.
Sounds like it sucks, though.
Yeah, it does. No, I've never done it. There's a good reason for that. My manager keeps, every time I'm painting something and taking a little bit longer, he's like, He's like, man, you've never worked in a craft shop before, have you? I'm like, no. Every time you ask me that, it's still no. Because they do stuff so fast, but...
Crappy.
Yeah,
I mean, assume.
Good enough for the normal everyday person that can't tell a paint job from another paint job.
Mm.
So I'm working. And I'm still working next week as far as I know. Or I guess the week that you're watching this. I stopped at the brew hut on the way home. I got 2 wine kits. What we get? Chilean Malbec.
An Australian Chardonnay.
So they're still open, but they're switching to like curbside pickup. You just call or email and say, I want this, and then they'll bring it out to you.
Nice.
So I think I got in there the last day. And I was in the wrong lane, and I was talking to my mom on the phone. And somehow I got over, and I got in there. I don't know how it worked that way.
Less traffic.
All right, what else were you going to talk about?
You were going to talk about Kiwi.
I know, but you were going to talk about something else, too. You forgot?
Yeah, no, I remember. It's just not on topic. Go talk about your Kiwi.
All right, well, I don't have anything to talk about because we didn't open them, but we got the kids' KiwiCo. Mm-hmm. They're like, it's like a loot crate for a kid, but it has cool stuff instead of garbage.
It's a STEM project.
So some of them come with things you can build, like rockets. I saw one that the kid made this rocket, and then he flipped it over.
And it shot up? Yeah, there's a chemical reaction and it shoots.
I don't remember if he filled the rocket with something, or he had something else, and then he pushed it and the rocket shot off. But I think it was like hydraulic powered, like you press it. I don't remember. Anyway, cool stuff like that. There was one. What was that cool one? It was a hand sanitizer dispenser, but
no, it was a
soap dispenser.
Yeah.
And you put your hand under it, and it squirts it out. But you can see the inside, and you can see the pump turn, and it's a little plastic thing that comes in this box that your kid can put together.
Yeah, they have different age ones.
So they were like,
we got one for each kid.
They were $20 each, but we got like $6 off. So I don't know. It's kind of expensive. How much was a loot crate? That was like $80.
For 3? I think you were getting them quarterly.
You'd get one every month. Oh yeah, you had to pay for it quarterly, huh?
Yeah.
Or every 3 months. It was like $80. I mean, it went up. I don't remember what it was. It went up to too much. At first, it was like, this is worth it just to get the shirt that comes in the box, but then they kept raising it and like, well, shirt's not that much anymore.
Right. I was gonna say,
tongue is like, and like, and biting my tongue on talk. My tongue is fat.
I will admit that I have a problem of going to the grocery store. That's what I was gonna say. It all starts from the last time I was on here, and we went to the store that night, and there was nothing. Like, we would go down the aisles, and you'd be lucky to find like 15 different things on the whole shelf of the whole aisle. So we were like it was totally a survival game, like picking through stuff. What can I come up with something with? We went to 2 stores. We spent like an hour and a half in each store just rummaging through, trying to come up, puzzle piece something together, right?
Like, imagine a zombie movie where they get into a grocery store.
Right.
And they're looking through the shelves for that last can.
Yeah.
That was me, looking in the shelves, getting on my knees and looking underneath the bottom shelf because
we found a couple things under there.
Yeah. Some cans. Oh, that's where I got the corned beef hash. I need corned beef hash.
I bought you more. And then yeah. So we did that day, and then shoot. It's like there was another reason why I felt like I needed. Oh, and then that next week, it's like every day on my lunch break. Well, 3 days. Once I was the cook, I stopped going. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I went on my lunch break just to walk through to see if there was something else I could grab real quick.
3 days in a row?
3 days in a row. I mean, I never spent more than like $20 on any of those days, but one day it was like I grabbed 3 rolls of hamburger, and because they had hamburger, and like 2 boxes of pasta.
And they didn't every other time we went. There was no
Right.
meat and no pasta.
That's what it's like. It was like a scavenger hunt. It's like this necessity. It's like when you're playing the game, it's like every day it refreshes and you got to go out and see what you can find. So I did that 3 days. And one day I only spent $6.
It's procedurally generated.
Right. It really. So then like Tuesday I got bananas and mac and cheese or something. I don't know. I didn't spend a lot one day. And then it's like we went grocery shopping again on the weekend. And then I went Tuesday morning this week because we still hadn't been able to get toilet paper. So I'm like, well, I don't have a job now. I can get to the store on a weekday at open and hopefully it won't be too bad. But I screwed up. I thought they opened at 8 and they opened at 7. So I got there, which was probably better because the rush had already gone through. And I was able to get toilet paper. We got a 12-pack of toilet paper. Yes.
So
Charmin.
We found some Charmin.
Oh, I was prepared for crappy 1-ply and I got Charmin and I was so excited. Like that made my day.
Crappy.
So that was Tuesday, and then all of a sudden Wednesday they're like, at first they're like, oh, we're just gonna shut down your city. So I was like, oh, I should probably go again, just to see if I can pick up these other couple things real quick, see if there's anything else before it's shut down and it's gonna be worse. So I went to 3 King Supers and. But I got stuff for my mom. I got stuff for us. I was able to find rice. I found Juparo corned beef hash. I found Gwen ramen. So, I mean, but now I'm done. Like, if you look in our pantry, it's bad. It's full.
So, I guess when I first heard shutdown, I was thinking, like, everybody stays home mandatory. All the stores are closed. Like, you can't go to the store because the store is closed. But no, it's just kind of like, yeah, you guys, if you want to stay home because you don't have any jobs, you should probably stay home. But, you know, if you got to go somewhere, that's cool.
I know, it's not cracked down on at all.
It is like, yeah.
Like, it's not a thing. Like, I was, like, scared to even be, like, driving out someplace in case somebody would be, like, pulling me over and be like, where are you going? Be like, But, no, it's you can still go to the store. You can still go pick up food. You can still go get pot for some reason.
And liquor.
So
all this stuff started like Monday. Was it Monday that Friday they shut down California?
I don't know.
So then on Monday we were talking about that, and then Tuesday they did Denver, and then Thursday they did all of Colorado. So that's what the week was. The week was Monday, we're talking about one of, like, the other state that closed. Tuesday, some of us are closed. Thursday, our state's closed. So it went from talking about someone else to it's here in 4 days. So I'm thinking that the next week, definitely 2 weeks, it's going to get kind of bad. I don't
gotta go anywhere. I've easily got 2 weeks worth of groceries.
Like, what I'm imagining is a police car at every intersection.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, I know I've said that before. You'll probably be right because you keep saying this and I keep saying it's not gonna happen, and it does.
A police car at every, not every, but major intersections. And if they see cars, they stop you and tell you to get the hell back home or we'll take you to jail. That's what I'm imagining. Yeah, no, I told Laura back in the day, I was like, I don't know about this. We might want to look at some masks or something. And then it was like, I'm going to stop and get some masks on the way home, like a month later.
And I'm like...
And she's like, shut up, you're stupid. And then I'm like, this is going to get pretty bad. And then now the state's shut down. And that's like just the beginning.
Dun, dun, dun.
Like, then hopefully nothing happens like an earthquake that takes out the power and then everyone's food goes bad because the refrigerators aren't on. Like, it could compound that fast. Like, some of that food's only going to last like the rest of the day without a refrigerator, and then it's done.
Yeah.
like yogurt and milk and ice cream and frozen pizzas. You can't cook them. You don't have any electricity. You gotta fire up the grill or something. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think it could get really, like, if that happened, it could get really bad within a day. One day, and then you see people rioting.
I'm surprised that hasn't been a thing anywhere yet, actually. Because Salt Lake City did have a huge earthquake.
Mm-hmm. Or a solar flare. Or the virus mutates and we have to go live underground, like in 12 Monkeys. The movie that you couldn't find.
I can't find it. I've looked there.
I'm looking there right now.
I know you are.
There's only games up there.
No, there's like 8 movies like interspersed in all those games.
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Which is awesome. Stardust. I love that movie.
It's right there. It's freak. I see it.
What?
It's on the right shelf. 1, 2, 3, 4. It says 12 Monkeys.
1, 2. I can't see.
It's right next to Resident Evil 5.
I can't see that either.
It's the first black one standing up on the left, on the left of the right. With a gold top.
Oh. Huh. I haven't looked through those twice because it was confusing me that there were games interspersed with, or it's mostly games, that there were like a handful of movies in there. I looked everywhere for this stupid movie.
Tore the house apart.
Because he's like, we gotta watch 12 Monkeys. And I'm like, okay.
Have you seen it? Oh, I asked you that.
I feel like when you showed me the preview, parts of it looked familiar, but other parts didn't. So I don't know if we watched it while something else was going on and I wasn't really focused.
I think what probably happened is I made you watch it once and you didn't care.
Or maybe I fell asleep. That's also a very, very possible. A very possible. Very big possibility.
Anyway, watch 12 Monkeys because it's about a guy in the year 2035. There's a small group of people that live underground because there was a virus. It was taking out the population, and then they thought they had something, and then it mutated and then killed everybody else. So these small group of people live underground, and they figured out how to time travel, so they send a guy back, who is Bruce Willis, to look for a cure for the virus.
Okay. I guess that's what we're doing tomorrow evening. Or tomorrow.
It's kind of, I used to watch it when I was a kid, so I like it, but it's kind of weird that my mom mentioned it. She saw that picture of the hand, and she thought 12 Monkeys, and I was like, no, it's from Skyrim. And I was like, wait, I went back in the paint booth, and I was painting, and I was like, wait, that's about a virus taking out the world.
We need to watch this. And all of a sudden I get a text, hey.
I put it on Facebook to tell everybody, and nobody cares, so.
Nobody's heard of it, so.
Because, how?
I've never heard of it.
It's got Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt and the other lady.
I couldn't believe it. When all of a sudden their faces were in there, I'm like, how have I never heard of this movie?
It's from 1995, so Brad Pitt's like really little and skinny.
Yeah. Kind of like Interview with a Vampire.
I don't know that one.
I read all those books.
You know what we need to find? Oh wait, did we find it? A Million Ways to Die in the West?
I don't know. I wasn't looking for that one, so I don't know if I saw it.
Did we find it when we were looking for other stuff, like Joe Dirt? I made that pile of movies we never watched.
Maybe. I started reading a book. One with my eyeballs
like
and not my
audio
ears.
Book?
No, I have the time to physically read a book right now. It's kind of awesome.
Must be nice, kinda.
I'm not to the point where it's driving me crazy yet. Another week I might be singing a different tune. But
I could stay home and not leave the house until January next year, and I'd be perfectly fine.
Yeah, I know. Some of my coworkers are losing their shit. I suppose I can cuss on this one.
You know, that's been linked to IQ or intelligence level.
Oh, if you can keep yourself entertained?
The faster you get bored, the stupider you are.
Somebody said that to me once when I was in high school, because one time I was like, I'm bored. And he's like, must mean you're not very smart. I'm like, what? And he's just like, if you're not smart enough to come up with something to do, that you're bored, you must not be very... So then I really thought about that. I'm like, huh, you're right.
That's really funny. Because I could do this. I could record video game. Like maybe I could record a whole game for once instead of just a few episodes and go into something else because no one cares.
Holy crap. Gwen and I have been playing the crap out of Stardew Valley.
These guys are just playing Stardew Valley all day. They're not getting anything done.
Would you be getting stuff done?
Excuse me?
I am enjoying... Hey, she's willingly hanging out with me. Playing a video game. So I'm taking it. and I like the video game. So that helps.
And I probably have 100 games that I bought and never played.
Right? See?
I mean, no, I would love it. And also, I want to go and take those... I imagine
computer
that the
classes?
online college classes... I don't know. You think that'd still be a thing that's happening?
Yeah. They're already up there.
Well, you have to start at the right time, right? Or the time of year. But there's a free one. I linked it in the last video. There's a free one. I would go on there and take all those classes.
I know. I said I'd clean. I haven't cleaned anything.
Nope. I can tell.
I clean the kitchen every day. But I do that anyway. Gwen cleaned her room. Oh, I helped Gwen clean her room. I threw away an entire trash can full of stuff in her room. And then she cleaned her bathroom.
I have drunk like four of these today.
I woke up and my throat was sore. I think it's just, even though it's snowing right now, it is actually probably humid now. I feel like it was really dry last night. I woke up all sore and dry.
Should be the same. Well, the furnace isn't running as much, so the humidifier's not running.
Yeah.
So we set up to record your cooking. You learned how to edit all by yourself, everything from start to finish.
Mostly.
I had to go in and fix up the audio, so.
Because I don't care.
Well, the first part of it sounded just like this. So.
Okay, so the sound bothered me, but when he goes through and takes out any sound.
She did that every time she would talk. You stir it up and you cut it like this.
I don't care.
Oh my god. And so if I was watching that, I'd be like, nope.
You're out. The only person in the world. Nobody else cares.
All right, vote. Do you care if this, every time I talked, I was just like...
It wasn't that loud. It was just like...
No. I would definitely care. Vote. Do you care or do you not care?
I don't care. Nobody cares. Who else takes those out of all their videos?
Everybody. That's why you don't notice them, because they're not there.
Nobody. Unless they have a professional editor that's all they do.
Yeah, so go learn how to cook. Watch your videos. She only needs 1,000 more subscribers and what is it, 400,000 watch minutes in the last 365 days, and then you can get monetized.
Oh, excuse me.
My eyeballs are dried now too again.
I had to put eye drops in.
I already did.
I don't like these ones.
You gave me the crappy ones.
I did.
They probably got like alcohol in them to dry your eyes out.
Anything that says it removes redness is not good for your eyes.
It doesn't. It says advanced relief.
And it says relieves redness and irritation. It's not good for your eyes.
Well, I didn't pick it out.
I know. I'm sorry.
Also, we got to have this light on too. I don't like the light in my face.
Artificial tears is the way to go. Just so you know.
No wonder when I use this, I gotta use it like 4 times. I need the good stuff. So what are you gonna do? What are we gonna do this weekend? There's no NASCAR. There's
I don't have to go grocery shopping.
You could go grocery shopping. You probably want to anyway.
No, I am done.
And then...
I've been playing enough Stardew Valley. I've been gathering resources there instead. I'm taking my obsessive compulsiveness to video games instead of to real life. I don't know. I was thinking about making beef stew tomorrow. Make some beef stew.
We can smoke something on the smoker.
Is it going to be warm?
It's going to be cold.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it's going to be cold, that's not going to be good.
I want to eat peanuts in the shell outside. I had to drill holes in the smoker. Forgot.
Okay.
My theory, because the smoker doesn't quite get hot enough, because it's small.
It's like a...
conical.
A cylinder.
Fine. And I want to drill holes in the bottom because there's only like 3 little holes. And my theory is that it's not getting enough flow for the charcoal. Like, so when you stick the lid on and it can't breathe enough, it just starts cooling off.
May as well try. I don't think it'll make it colder.
Yeah, it's too small anyway. Like, the charcoal pit isn't big enough to have enough coals in it before you put the water pan on and then it's touching the coals.
Yeah, probably smothers it a little bit.
Yeah, it's all just kind of a little bit too small. But it works. I think if I drilled those holes, it'd work fine.
As long as we don't do anything big, it's fine. When we do 2 skinny, nice little pork tenderloins...
Yeah, we put some big stuff. We filled both racks before.
When we do like a huge brisket, we had like a massive brisket on there, and that... It was on there for like 12 hours, and it was still 50 degrees too cold.
That was too big.
Yeah. And then it was super fatty. Once we got it cooked, I was like, ugh. We spent way too much money on that piece of meat for it to not be that good. No.
All right, well, what do you think? You got anything else to say?
I think, no.
What are you going to do next week?
Next week? Well, Gwen's going to have to do some classwork, so I'm going to probably have to ride her ass a little bit to make sure it gets done. I have 3 more workbooks for Will to go through. Found a couple of, like, learning apps for him to play on. Oh, I didn't tell you. I think what I want to do for Easter is buy him and me, let's be honest here, Super Nintendo Mini, because Jeremy our school age teacher has one in his classroom, and that was the classroom that was open Thursday and Friday, and he was playing the crap out of Donkey Kong 2, and I was so proud of him.
Is that what he was telling me, Donkey Kong?
Yeah. And there's the Zelda I used to play on there, and Super Mario Brothers. It's like $60 bucks.
We looked at those a while ago and never got one.
I know, so I think Easter's coming up. I'm not going to be going shopping anywhere. I was looking on Amazon. They have them on there. I think we should buy one.
I want the Sega, too.
Well, you got to get that yourself. Because I was a Nintendo girl, so I want to play the Nintendo games. That's what we had. We had a Super Nintendo when I was a kid. Played the crap out of it, my sister and I.
We had a Sega Genesis.
Nope. See, that was the sound.
You know, every time you do that, you add 5 minutes to my editing time.
It's why I don't. It's why I'm not going to.
5, 10, 15, 20.
I don't care enough.
No, it doesn't take that long. Well, I mean,
it takes a while.
Because then you have to hear it, then you have to go back, and then you have to hear it again, and then figure out which wave it is, and then cut that one. So it doesn't take that long. Like, if I can't find it, probably takes like 10 to 20 seconds per.
I don't care enough. If it bothers you in my videos, just put a comment in there. You're not allowed to do that. Sorry, table.
Put a comment?
Yeah, on my video.
Oh, I see. If you don't like the in her videos, comment and say, I don't like that. How do you spell that?
I don't know. And I wanna bake something. Oh my gosh. I saw a recipe at my mom's house. She had a magazine laying there, and I look at it, and it's like this beautiful meat pie. And I want to make it. So I was thinking, because do you remember my galette that I made this summer? I made a peach galette and an apple galette. I was thinking it like that, only with like beef stew inside of it. Dang. So I think that's the goal of mine for this next week.
Well, you gotta have your channel be popular. It's how you have to make money now. So you better
be good.
Better just start recording. Every time you record something, you get better at it. You find stuff that you could do better. Maybe change the camera angle.
Yeah.
Maybe show something better. Stuff like that. So even if no one's watching them, just keep doing them and you get better. And then someone will be like, oh man, look at this. There's like 100 of these videos here. What the hell? I better start from the beginning.
Right. I don't know. It's just what I do in my spare time. I like when you kind of sit back and daydream about stuff. I daydream about food.
I know
this is why I'm not skinny.
I know what we could do. Have your playlist kind of be your categories, like baking. I don't know what the green chili. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Baking.
Like I would call that a weekender meal because you need a lot of time.
Meat, or put it under pork, or put it under dips.
I would be more under like time, like weekday meals, weekend meals, baking.
Weekend meals are fancy ones.
They're ones that take more than an hour. And then the ones right now I have are quarantine meals. Because it's stuff I'm coming up with while we're under quarantine. Like that's the meal I made yesterday. I completely made that up. Just with the biscuit idea from a different recipe. I just sit there and I think about it. And I'm like, man, it'd be delicious. It's just what I do.
If I took some creamy chicken, made a pie out of it.
That's what I did. It was amazing. It tasted like Popeye's Cajun fried chicken with mashed potatoes and biscuit and a gravy on top, just all in your mouth at the same time. It was so good.
So that's going to be the second video, right?
Yeah.
What's it called?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Well,
creamy chicken pie or something. I don't know.
So you'll know before we know. Yeah. If you have any suggestions for that, let us know. If you want to see something specific, I guess. I don't know how. I mean, if you're recording them every day and it's taking you 3 days to edit them, it's gonna get behind. You may have,
I'm not recording every day. I'm doing like every other day.
If you do something different, you gotta do it every day.
Like today's dinner didn't really count.
What was it?
It was chicken Alfredo.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't make the sauce from scratch. It's a jar of sauce, a box of pasta, and I cooked some chicken and threw it in there.
Some people don't know how do you cook chicken? What do you do to it?
It was pretty badass. I do have to say. I chopped it up all in like little bites. I melted some butter and put some garlic in it and then cooked it with Cajun. It's delicious.
Some people didn't figure that out.
So
like,
good.
I don't know. Like, if I was going to cook some chicken, oh, man, I'm thinking, like, back when I lived in an apartment by myself. That's why I got that frozen chicken
those are so gross.
things.
I can't eat those.
Oh, but they're seasoned and they're so good. Their taste is so good, but
the texture is bad.
the last ones I got, I don't know if we had them. Maybe we had them too long. Their freezer burned.
And there's the chewy, gross bits.
Yeah, there's gross bits on it. I don't remember that. Maybe we got the cheap ones.
And they're dry. No, and I don't know. Every single time you've bought those, I don't like them.
I like to put them in quesadillas, but now I'm afraid of them because I don't know if I'm going to get a chewy, gross bit in my mouth.
So I just cook it.
What?
Cook it. Just cut up a chicken and you cook it.
So you take a chicken breast, you cut it up into little bite-sized squares, and you put it in the pan.
Is that really what you do? Do you
I would probably spray the pan.
Do you not just fantasize about food all day long like I do? It's like what I do.
So how do you do it? Because obviously not everybody knows how to do it because I don't know how to do it.
Yeah. I took 2 tablespoons of butter.
Oh, you told me this already?
I melted it in the pan. I squirted a clove of garlic in.
First thing, it would have never crossed my mind to put butter in the pan.
I usually I would just do a little bit of olive oil, but I was feeling in the mood for butter today.
I've done olive oil before. I think I would probably just spray it. I don't know. Maybe I would have thought to put oil in it.
It needs to be wet.
I think I may have thought to put oil in it, but only after I put the chicken in there and it all stuck to the pan. And go, crap! Put some of that in there.
Yeah, you need like a good layer of wetness. And then, yeah, just that Cajun Creole seasoning yours, I've never really cooked with it, and this week I've cooked with it 3 times. I put it in the spaghetti sauce.
It's so good. The big green one?
Yeah. Oh, my God. It was in this. I put it in the spaghetti sauce. I put it in my creamy chicken pie stuff, and then I put it in this Alfredo tonight. And then it was just a jar of sauce.
Oh, I could have used more. I forgot. Like, I wanted the Cajun stuff, and then you said I already put it in there, and then...
I did. I was scared to put too much in, because that stuff is sneaky.
And then I forgot about it. I would have put some more on.
It gets hot real quick. So you gotta be gentle with it.
So, you put butter in. You put the chicken in.
No, you put in garlic. You gotta cook the garlic for a minute.
So, alright, so you put butter in the pan first. Then you put garlic in the pan. Never would have thought to put garlic in it.
God, I put garlic in everything.
Then you put the chicken in.
And you sprinkle little sprinklies.
And then you sprinklies.
Cajun. And then you cook it up. That's it.
I don't think I've ever cooked chicken.
You used to make the Wash Eye Fairy things. Remember those? They're like Chinese kits. They stopped making them. I was so sad.
Yeah, I guess I did.
That was with chicken. By the time we started dating, you made me do it because you didn't like touching the chicken.
I don't remember. It's been so long since I thought about like how to prepare a meal like that and cook it on,
And I mean, I started the water boiling before I even started cutting up the chicken. I had the chicken cut up, cooked, and sauce like done, and the spaghetti was done. And then afterwards, it's perfect. It's a quick little meal. It's nice. It's delicious. But
okay.
I feel like that one's cheating because it's like jarred sauce.
So then you put the chicken in, you sprinkle the sprinklies on it, and you cook it till it's white.
Yeah, that's it.
And then you boil the pasta, and then you pour jar sauce on it.
Yeah. Done deal.
Man, did I used to?
Did
I used to make stuff like out of chicken?
Yeah.
Man, it's been so long ago. It was like 11/11/11.
We were already dating then.
Because that's when Skyrim comes out.
No, I know.
So that was 9 years ago.
Yeah. Like a couple weeks ago. Been 9 years. You've been hanging out with me. Yeah, and I just like cooking, so you don't do it.
I don't do it because...
And I get home 2 hours before you.
Freaking 3 o'clock.
4:15.
3:30.
I get off at 3:30. I'm at work at 6:30 though. It's the difference. I like it.
I get home at 6.
Yeah. So I try to have it
So
timed.
if you want me to get home at 6 and then cook, it's going to be like 7 or 8.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah, it works better.
I don't know. I'm a control freak. So even on the weekends, I'm like, no, I got it. Go away. I got to do it my way. Even I love that Will wants to cook. I really do. But him being in my space is annoying to me. Like, no, this is my zen. Leave me alone. But I'm trying to just let go of that and let him help me because he's interested in it and I gotta like fuel that.
I think I remembered what I forgot.
Okay, go.
So Brian's not here today. So
You may have noticed. It's the end of the video.
Laura's here. I was gonna say it, and then you were talking, and then when you got talking, I started talking, and then you started talking. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna say it, and then I started talking. So anyway, they're working 410s, but they're switching from 5/8 to 410, so they got to work everybody in right, and then Brian's got messed up where he would have lost hours or something unless he has to work. I don't even remember what day he started, but he has to work until Tuesday, 12-hour days.
Oh my God.
So he said that he's going to have worked like 64 hours in the week. So they messed it all up. Works till Tuesday, and then I don't know if he has Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off.
So good.
He said his wife went to midnights also, or something. I think. I don't know.
She's working nights.
It's all messed up. So I don't know, and if Brian has Friday off, we could probably do this Friday still. If not, we're going to have to figure something else out. So Laura's filling in. We were going to have Ryan today, but he didn't reply to my
invite.
Hey, are we doing this today? So we just we continued on and did this. So and now it's like 10:30.
It's way past my bedtime.
And now she's like, damn it, it's 10:30. I hate you. See exactly what just I hate you.
Even not working, man. One night I couldn't fall asleep, and I think I read my book until 10:30, and that's like freaking late for me. I usually sleep by 8:30, friends. Okay.
I have not been able to sleep. Let me show you.
Oh, I wonder how well I've been sleeping.
It's been so bad.
I haven't even looked.
All right, so I'm gonna read these, starting with last night. 5 hours 50 minutes, 6:26, 6:27, 7:29, 7:07, 5:24, 6:48. That one's 8. 6:35. I thought there was a whole bunch of. So what? What was I saying? 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 5, 6, 8, 6.
I've been staying up later than I thought I've been.
Hours.
Said I didn't go to sleep till 11 o'clock last night. Is that right?
I don't know. Yeah.
I fell asleep when you fell asleep.
So my point is, I'm getting like 5 to 6.5 hours of sleep for the last 2 weeks.
That's 7, 6, 8, 7, 8, 7.
8.
I know. I've never ever hit 8.
Who has 8 hours to sleep every night?
I never get 8. It's awesome. No wonder I feel rested.
I never feel rested because my deep sleep is always super low.
Except for right now because I'm tired. It's my bedtime.
Well, go to bed.
Okay. Oh.
Now I got something in my eye. What'd you do? It's okay. My hand's clean. I take a shower.
Yeah, we've only been in our house. Well, I did go to my mom's house today to bake cookies.
She keeps leaving the house.
Sorry.
I see you when you leave. I get a notification when you go out the door. And I'm like, but it's too late. Or else I'd be like, hey, who let you out?
You did that one time. Will and I are taking out the trash, and he's freaking slow as molasses, and he's in front of me, going down the steps like this. And all of a sudden, I hear, hey, what are you guys doing? He's talking to us through the doorbell. I've just been going to the park, and I went to the grocery store twice this week. That's it.
Can't go to the park. I heard that
did Gwen show you the pictures? Did she text them to you? They put caution tape around the playground.
Oh, yeah, she showed me.
So, I can just go for a walk. It's part of the rules. The rules say I can walk.
In Italy or Spain or whichever one's worse, the mayor or some guy is out, yelling at people get back in your house. Like people that are at the parks or walking or playing or walking or doing stuff. And I don't know if it was that one, but someone said that you can't leave your house. Like you can't walk your dog down the street.
Yeah, that's not one of our rules. It even says don't congregate at the park, but you could walk at the park. I'm walking. I'm not congregating. We were looking at millipedes. We found 4.
Whoa.
That was like our exciting event of yesterday, or 2 days ago, was finding millipedes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep this 4-year-old entertained, man. It's a lot of work.
That's
probably where most of my day goes. Keeping him out of trouble and keeping him busy.
Get him to go outside in the backyard and pick up leaves.
One at a time. Put them in the trash bag.
Yeah.
Golly, it's just so much freaking energy. It's insane.
Tell him to jump on the trampoline and he can't stop for 15 minutes.
At school, and they brought out the big smart board, and they were like YouTube video, just kids exercises, and they were doing them, and he loved them. Like, he was super engaged. I'm like, sweet, I'll do that at home. It's like, first, he's not going to do it. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it with you. Come on. And then he watches me do it for like 5 minutes, and he's like, why am I doing this? And he goes and sits in the chair and staring at me doing it. I'm like, really? Come on. You're 4. You're supposed to think this is awesome. Did not. I don't know. Sorry if this was a boring podcast. I don't got a lot to talk about. I'm staying home. Living the stay home mom life.
I have always wanted nothing more than to stay home my whole life from work. And now everybody can stay home. Nah. I use everybody as.
The vast majority.
Can stay home. The world's shut down, but I still have to go to work.
Sorry, buddy.
But then again, I'm like, I guess I'm glad that I'm going to work, even though I don't want to.
Yeah, we need the money, friend. I'm sorry. Sorry. You're the breadwinner in here around
If
here.
I don't get a day off and all this crap, I'm gonna quit.
Quit life. Life, I quit. Damn it. I don't know. It's all I wanted to was, I'm like, it's insane to me how many of my coworkers, because we just have a Facebook page, are like, oh my God, I miss my kids in my class. And I'm like, well, good for you, but I'm fine. Like, I like them. I'm just not that emotionally attached, I guess. They're like, oh, how are you guys surviving? And I'm like, I'm great. My pajamas playing video games, man. What are you doing? I don't know. And then they're texting me. I'm like, just leave me alone. I'm fine.
I'm painting GTOs. That's what I'm doing. I cleaned the whole, almost the whole paint side. Like, swept it all and then sprayed it and then squeegeed it. Squeegeed all the water. Vacuumed the mixing room. So they're doing the roof, and they're cutting a whole bunch of styrofoam, and so there's little styrofoam balls all over the place.
That stuff.
And it's all squeaky. Squeak,
It's a terrible sound.
So there's styrofoam balls all over. They were getting in the booth today when I was painting.
Oh my God.
Like, what the fuck? So there's this homeless guy that hangs out behind the massage place. There's like a little railing and a walkway, and the homeless people hang out there sometimes. Oh. Well, there's one guy, he started yelling at the roofers.
The homeless guy?
Yeah.
He's like, you're making a mess.
And they're all like, I'm pretty sure every one of them is Mexican. Like, they don't, I heard one of them speak English. But the homeless guy was yelling at him. I don't know what he was saying. I didn't see any of it. They just told me about it. And, they came down off the roof, down the ladder. It started chasing him, and one of them had something like a bar or something. The other one had a saw. And I think hit him. He hit him with the saw handle, but the homeless guy took off. They chased him like all the way around the building, into the parking lot on the other side, and I haven't seen him since.
Jeez.
But they're there every day working on the roof, so.
Well, hey, they gotta eat too. They probably don't qualify for unemployment.
This $250,000 roof job.
That's a lot of.
All right, I'm hungry.
I fed you dinner.
Yeah, I know. I don't eat very much. So I can lose weight. Hey, I did that too.
Oh, good job. Yes, I saw your post.
Since
Lost 12.9 pounds.
I don't know why it says that. I lost 20 pounds.
Good job.
And like 3% fats. So
Today's probably the least active I've ever been in my whole life. By 4 o'clock this afternoon, I'd only taken 800 steps.
800? Oh, let's look at mine. Oh, 18,000.
Yeah. I'm like, I haven't even walked a half mile today in the house.
18,186.
What am I at right now?
5,000 calories.
See? I've walked almost 3,000 miles now.
Oh, no.
But when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, I am a lazy ass.
Come on, lady.
It's hard. It's like pulling teeth getting these kids just to walk around the park once. Ugh. What you gonna do? All right, I'm going to bed.
What KiwiCo did Gwen get?
The doodle one.
Oh, she got a doodle one. I wanted to get either a science and engineering or science and engineering.
She's the artistic one.
And I circled those two. Which one do you want? And she picked the doodle one.
Well, that's more her speed.
So
she's gonna have to be schooling next week, so she can have a fun one.
So we'll see how that goes. I wanted to see if they were good first, because if they're good, I have a link that I guess if you want one and you use my link, then I think I get like
% off your next one or
something off my next order or something. And then when you buy something, they'll give you a link. So I'll put that down there. Not that anyone's ever going to see it, but it'll be there. All right. I need to find a tiny snack, and you have to go to sleep and leave me alone.
I want to go to sleep.
All right. So we'll see you next time. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the same day as Brian. We might have to do this on like a freaking Wednesday night.
I don't got anywhere to go the next day. I'll have your dinner ready when you get home, and you can just run downstairs when you're done eating.
Like, hi.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. So,
Right.
I'll see you next time. Oh, good luck with that.
Good luck with that. Survive this virus thing.
All the way. There we go.